Welcome everyone, it's Egwin here from Beyond Systems. Do we need to stretch? That's the question I'm going to answer today. So without any further ado, let's just dive right into it. And let me say, if you want to stay up to date with more information like this regarding body, exercises, how the mind, emotions, body link with each other, then please subscribe to the channel, click the like button, and also share the video with people you might know who could have a benefit from this information. That's really highly appreciated. All right, stretching. Well, do we need to stretch? The short answer is no. There is not necessarily the need for you to stretch. The question is, why is stretching important, or why could it be important? See, when we use our bodies in a regular day setting, most of the time, what happens is that if you go over the same structure of your day by day by day, by week, by month, by year, over and over again, what happens is that your movement patterns and the ranges of motion in your joints, in your muscles, that you are actually actively capable of using, they are completely defined by the movements that you do on a regular day basis. But it is absolutely important for overall good health to be able to use as much of your range of motion as possible, and to be able to have this proper physiological connection between your perception, your emotions, your mind, and your physical body, and actually be able to express yourself, because this is what it comes down to, physically to the fullest. Why is this important? When we do something with our mind, everything we do with our mind is linked to the body. There is not a single thought we can think without our body immediately reacting to it. There is a muscular tension for every emotion, for every thought that we have throughout the day, throughout the week, every single time. What this means is our body and our rest of our being is so tightly linked with each other that if you put a limit in one of those areas, it will also, in step by step, shut down other areas. So for instance, if everything that you do is day in and day out the same thing with your mind, you never give your mind any additional input, like reading a book. You do not give your mind a challenging input from different opinions than your own, and so on and so on. What happens is that the capacity of your mind to accept new information, new data, to adapt to the current situation limits and is limited more and more and more over time. The same goes for your emotions. If you are stuck in certain emotional patterns that repeat themselves over and over and over and over again, then eventually this will have an effect on your body, because emotions are very much physical. And the same goes for the body. If you do the same moves over and over and over again with your physical body, eventually you'll have a hard time doing any other moves. So diversity is key, because if you can move your body in many different ways, this will also translate to your mind being more adaptable, being more problem-solving oriented. You'll have more capacity to find different angles of perspectives, and so on and so on. So this is incredibly important, and a link that many people simply overlook. Now, when it comes down to the purely physical aspect of is stretching necessary, then I'd say again, not necessarily, but it is a good health tool. What does this mean? When your muscles start to tense up through a lot of sitting or the use of your body, then pulsation in the body, circulation, is becoming more and more limited over time as well. Every single aspect that grows tension, that increases the pressure in the body, thus limits free flow in the body of lymph, of blood, energy if you want, whatever, then this means that part of your expression is limited and part of your health, because your immune system, for instance, massively depends on your capacity to actually create new immune cells, to be in certain areas of the body in a dynamic way. Low blood pressure or reducing blood pressure, reducing high blood pressure, amongst other things, has a lot to do with reducing tension patterns in the body, believe it or not. So there are many, many interesting things going on here. Now, why the question, is stretching necessary? And why do I always say, no, I don't think it's necessary, but then I come up with all of those aspects why it's important to have a soft or a relaxed body. Now, the reason for that is simple. The point is, if you use your body in a healthy way, if you use your body in a natural way with quite a lot of movement diversity, then stretching is of no need. If the coordination of your muscles is in a good situation, is actually working properly, awesome. Then you have pulsation going on. You have this pump built into your body, and you're using it actively. So the thing is this. Short story from my side. Back in the day when I did a lot of Tai Chi and martial arts training, I did not do a lot of stretching, almost none over prolonged periods of time. But still, I got more and more and more and more flexible as I progressed through my training. And the reason why I got more flexible was definitely not because I did more stretching. The reason was that I learned how to use my body consciously, how to target my muscles consciously more and more. I built my internal perception, my sensomotoric feedback. And through doing so, I grew my ability to actually tell a muscle, look, now I want this range of motion. I want to feel you in this range of motion. I want that flexibility aspect. So it works without having to go into a stretching situation for most cases, not every case. Is this the better option than stretching? I wouldn't necessarily say so. It's just if you use your body in a natural, healthy way, then stretching is not necessary. It's not a must to do stretching if you are having a good, healthy, natural movement practice. Can it help a good, healthy, natural movement practice? The answer is yes. Is stretching a possibility to balance some lack of a natural, healthy movement practice? In parts, yes. So that's pretty much summing it up here. Stretching can be an incredibly powerful tool to help you reduce tension patterns in the body, to help you ease out of stressful, like contractile emotions like fear, anxiety, worry, panic, and so on and so on. Reducing tension through stretching can help a lot in that regard. And it puts a lot of sensory feedback into your hand that you can use to retrain your brain, to retrain your connection with your body. So in this sense, it's absolutely a wonderful method to do if done consciously and properly, and not just done a little bit after running or something like that, with the mind being in how the shower is going to feel afterwards. So if you do it consciously, then it definitely has awesome impacts on the body. But on the other side, if you are, say, moving in nature, if you're sitting on the ground from time to time, rolling around on the ground with your kids, playing with them, having more ranges of motion in your body than just getting up in the morning, sitting on a desk, coming back, or working in a coffee shop or something like that. If you have more range of motion like that, and you're actually becoming playful with your body, then your flexibility will improve whether or not you stretch. All right, I think this answers the question for now. If you have any questions regarding that go even deeper, please leave them in the comment box down below. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful time and see you in one of the next videos. Bye. Have a beautiful day.